thought leadership. So how to increase your visibility and take advantage on the platform. So for now, we've just built a great profile, understood how organizations work, that they post jobs, that they have a headhunting team on site that search for candidates, and often they have to bring, let's say, active candidates, so candidates that applied, but also candidates that they headhunted. They often have internal KPIs, for example, referral, and then headhunting, and then inbound. So for them, it's also good to find the candidate and present it to their manager as headhunted. So how to now stand out once you have a great profile, you understood how it works, how to increase the visibility so that you can also be proactive on the platform, getting more views, getting more traction onto your posts, and so on. So sharing updates and publishing news. And publishing content, sorry. So sharing updates is essentially when you're sharing a small article, and can be like anything professional you want to share. So for example, if you've seen a great article on your newsfeed, share it. Because what happens is this snowball effect. So if I share something and I'm connected to Danielle, Danielle is in my network, so she will see what I shared. And then maybe she'll interact on it. And so her network will see my post. So all of a sudden, although I have 2,000 connections, I will have access to much more, just because I reshare the post. It happens to me that sometimes I do an event and I share a post, and lots of people will connect to me, but I'm not connected with them. It's just because they've seen the post that somebody reshared. Example, LinkedIn merged with Microsoft recently, right? And I was doing an event in Johannesburg last week, and I posted something about it. Yes, I did. And suddenly, an account executive from Microsoft contacted me via LinkedIn saying, hey, I've seen you posted something on LinkedIn. I've seen you work on the African market. Maybe we can collaborate on an event together next time. So that's exactly the type of things you should aim of getting. Like in terms of utilizing posts to connect with people from the same industry and creating opportunities for you. So sharing status updates, it works like this. You just go on your home screen, you can add images, videos, and so on. And you can share, when you share something, you share it to your network. But then this opens more door to a more broad network. Best practices in sharing updates, so sharing your authentic voice. Many times, even when I talk about branding for companies, many times we always think about this perfect picture that needs to be perfect and it has to be professional. What works very well on our platform is just like genuine messages. So sharing an experience, people want to speak to people. So sharing something that is very personal and is just your genuine thought or voice works very well. Same with pictures. Often when my clients want to boost their visibility and so on, what works really well is just a picture taken on a braai, you could braai, on a Friday night or something like this, you know. So sharing things that are real, that happens into your day-to-day. Whoa. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Posting frequently, I'd say once a week is enough, twice a week. I don't know. You're looking at somebody here. Some people are really good at it. He's the master. He's the LinkedIn master. Please connect with me afterwards so I can learn. Oh. Yeah, so exactly. So posting, I mean, if you're a pro, do it every day, fantastic. If you're like me, I think once a week, it's already good. Quality over quantity if you're starting, that's great. Starting conversation or sharing your point of view, so again, call to action to create more engagement. and including which media generally works. Publishing is different. So publishing is not sharing an update. Publishing is our publishing platform, which is called Pulse. So basically, when you publish an article, it's generally longer. It's generally something that takes a little bit more time or more thought. And the benefit of sharing something like a post on our publishing platforms is that once you reach, I think, more than 1,000 views or something like this, it automatically goes onto the publishing platform, which means that, for example, if I write an article about, I know nothing about cloud, but let's say I write an article about cloud, a lot of people that are researching or reading cloud on our publishing platform will see my article automatically as an article about the industry. So it's like to be branded onto the portal of, let's say, news and insights for specific topics. So that's the publishing platform. And it becomes part of your profile, so it's under your activity, and people can read it, and that gives you a lot of visibility. For example, I was working at Oracle before, and in Oracle, they really believe in social media, and once per quarter, I had to write a post about either a happy client testimonial or about a solution, about a product, and I was writing posts, and my post will go on Pulse, and I will get a lot of connections, requests of people from the industry. So it was quite powerful, but it takes some time to write something that is effective. And again, so here it's about publishing your video, your post from the homepage. And it goes into Pulse once you reach a certain number of views. Best practices is the headline. Also, including a photo helps, being authentic again. What really works well is also bullet points sometimes, because people can read on mobile, so it makes it more easy to digest and to read.
I have a question about when you share something. Why don't I see the data analytics every time I share some post? Sometimes
you don't see it.
Yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't see it. Some posts I can see. I can see how many people visit my video or something, but sometimes I don't get it.
Really? That's really strange. Yeah, you can write me an email. I'll put you in touch with support. You should always be able to see your stats. Yeah. So how many people interact with you.
Sometimes I'm able to see that, sometimes I don't.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, normally you should always see it. So to understand, you can also see which companies checked it out, which people from which companies, and that gives you more leverage into that company. Yeah.